Yo, what's good, man? Hopefully everybody having a blessed day. Back with another one. Just washing the car right now. Trying to get it clean, get it right so I can get on the road, take care of a few things. She a beauty. That's $400 I spent. She got one more piece I gotta put on the body. But other than that, look at it. Still gotta do a tune-up, spark plug, Mr. Coil packs, new air filter, stuff like that. I didn't know this thing had 16 spark plugs in it. But overall, she a beauty. I'm gonna dip the rims, get them re-chrome, and I'm gonna keep it like this because everybody making fuss over these rims. Like, it's tripping me out. A lot of people just like that style of rims. They trying to get me to trade and everything, but I ain't doing it. Makes the car quality look better. But I just was doing some meditating while I was working on the car, right? And something crossed my mind because I hear it a lot. And because I hear it so much, I feel the need to speak on it. And it's something that all of us need to ask ourselves. Because especially all those in a relationship, those in marriages and so forth, I hear time and time again, sex is not important in a relationship, which is bullshit. And people need to stop lying to themselves. Because the main ones that saying it ain't important is the main ones creating infidelity and adultery. They're the main ones committing that. Plus it's high amongst women to be out there cheating. And everybody talking about sex is not important in a relationship. That's the biggest lie. Because if sex is not important in a relationship, then why is infidelity and adultery the highest that causes divorce and relationships breaking up? Why is it so high if sex is not important? Because from my understanding, that's 50% of your relationship. 50%. That's when you get the bond with your mate. You exchange energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put trust in each other, not to give each other nothing, contaminate each other's body. That's when you assure your woman or your mate and help them cure themselves of their insecurities, low self-esteem and so forth for them. You do all that through a touch, through a state of intimacy and not rejection. But yet everybody quick to say sex is not important in a relationship. How? If it's so high amongst divorce and infidelity, adultery is so high, how is sex not important in a relationship? Why do so many people break up as soon as they find out they mate cheated if it's not important? You got to think about that because you got to be real with yourself and stop bullshitting. Stop lying to yourself. That lets you know how important it is in that relationship. Sex is 50% of your relationship. The rest is dealing with respect, dealing with your self-esteem, your mate's self-esteem, your mate's sense of security, and so forth on. How you respect one another, how you treat one another, the sacrifices you make for one another. All this fall up under the other 50%. And then that exchange of energy with that mega bond, you, your mate, and God. You, your mate, and God. This is what happens. You exchange energy. You give and take. You keep your mate confident in self and so forth form. Just through sex. It's a lot that goes on in exchanging this energy. Dealing with trust and so forth form. It's so much. But everybody keeps saying sex is not important. How? And if it's not important, then why is everybody cheating? Why is infidelity so high? Like, explain that. For all those that say sex ain't important, explain that. Come over here, come back. Damn, yo. Come over here in the car while I do want to come and cut grass. Can't stop me from doing this job, so you gotta disrespect that. But gotta get on the right table right now. Like we gotta get our cars in order, and we gotta address issues that we got a habit of ignoring and avoiding. Because sex is very important in your relationship. It's 50% of your relationship. So to utilize it as a weapon against your mate, you don't do nothing but destroy your life and your relationship. To try to get out there and cheat on your mate just to throw it in their face, you're fucking up your relationship. To go out there and catch a disease because you ain't got no self-control or discipline when it comes to your lower sexual urges and desires. It's reckless and it's dangerous and it's putting you and your mate life at risk. But yet here is something that everybody's quick to say is not important. How is it not important when so much is riding on this? Even life-threatening tendencies. Motherfuckers out there killing each other because their mate cheated on them. Killing their mate, killing the kids, killing themselves. But yet everybody quick to say it's not important. I think we need to readdress that issue. Like real talk. I think we really need to readdress that issue and be real with ourselves. Because if not, a lot of us is in for a hell of a situation, whether we want to admit that or not. A lot of us gonna find ourselves on the chopping block. A lot of us got good mates, don't respect what we got because we're too busy running between the ex. Maybe the person you got with ain't putting it down like your ex did, and you still caught up in them emotions. You need to go back to your ex. You left your ex for a reason, or he left you for a reason, but you still chase behind him trying to have sex, and you think your mate's supposed to respect you after that. It's not gonna happen. First of all, you betraying the person's trust. You showing them that you don't give a fuck about them, their emotions or whatever, and in some cases you just use them. Like, yo, it's time to wake up, man. Real talk. It's time to wake up and get focused. Because if not, a lot of y'all in a situation where you can save your relationship, and the only thing you're going to end up doing is destroying it and hurting yourself in the process, hurting your kids in the process. Like, it's time for some changes. Time to wake up, man. Hopefully somebody getting something from this, thinking about this, and doing some research. You know what I'm saying? To make yourself better. To make your relationship better, to change the situation and the course your relationship is going in. Whereas if you got a potential to save it, you can save it. But if you don't give a fuck, keep doing what you're doing. And the stuff will come with that. I just don't hope, well, I ain't gonna say don't. I just hope at the end of the day, the person that you're crossing don't cross you out. That's all I'm gonna say.